Good morning, brothers and sisters. Praise the Lord.
How are you? Hallelujah. Praise the Lord, brother. God
it's
bless
nice
you.
meeting you once again.
Amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Brother, you shared with me how the God had given you a vision about Lord's Ranch, and you acted on it. There's a beautiful place where so many people are getting touched. They are experiencing the love of God, and then the retreats are going on. I mean, you explained all of that actually. Now, can you tell me what's your mission for the Lord's Ranch? I mean, what are you planning on doing for the people, or I mean, what's your mission?
Brother, the mission that is given to me by the Lord is actually an end time vision.
Okay. What do you mean
It's
end time
an
vision?
end time vision. But I've not been speaking about it to many people till now.
Okay.
I've spoken to very few people.
Okay. So I'm one of the blessed ones then.
Yes, and the people who are listening also are blessed today. I don't know even if I'm ready to open up and share everything completely.
Okay.
But basically, I just want everyone to know that there are so many prophecies in the Bible.
Okay.
In reality, the Catholic Church is not talking much about the end times. And people say, leave the end times. But the Bible talks a lot about end times.
Okay.
So if the Bible is talking about end times, we also should talk about end times, and we also should know what the end times are going to be.
Sure,
You agree with me?
Yeah, I absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah, I agree with you.
We don't know the exact date, the exact time,
Yeah.
and that is not for us to predict. That is not for us to say. But we need to know what time we are living in. The time that we are living in. Whether it is early morning, whether it is afternoon, late afternoon, evening, late evening, or what it is. The clock is ticking. So we feel today, and even the church has the charismatic at least has evangelization 2033. The church has something known as evangelization 2033, the charismatic, because the charismatic people believe that Jesus might come, might be, because of 33 years that Jesus lived on the face of this earth.
Yeah.
And the 2 centuries that we are talking about, if you look at 1,000 years, the book of Revelation talks about. So, we are in the end times. Now, there are lots of end time prophecies which probably we can talk about in our next talk or whatever. But the mission for me on the Lord's Ranch is the end time. Now, what happens is, tomorrow if the chip comes, the chip is what is written in the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 6.
Yeah.
Nobody will be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast on their hand or on their forehead. Now 2,000 years it was written.
Yeah.
We are not talking about money, we are not talking about this, we are not talking about that. All those type of currencies, this, that, barter system and everything has come and gone. But what we are talking about is something on your hand or something on your forehead. If you don't have that, you will not be able to buy or sell.
Okay.
Is the mark.
Mark, yeah.
Is the mark. And now we know that there is a chip that is already out, which is being installed in animals and this and that and all. So very soon that chip will be installed. And as we know, especially in India, when the 500 rupee note was removed, Notbandi, Modi was saying cashless society, cashless society. What is the meaning of cashless society? How did Modi come to think about cashless society? Is because from these people these words will come out. So when there is no more cash, it's going to be only through this chip.
Okay.
It's going to be only through this chip. So when that comes, if you don't have the chip, what will happen?
You won't be able to transact.
You won't be able to buy, or you won't be able to sell.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with your wealth, with your money, with this, with that? What are you going to do?
You're fully dependent on one thing actually. That's yeah.
Today, if the government doesn't provide you electricity, where are you? Today, if the government does not provide you water, where are you? So, for everything, you have to depend on the government. Earlier, we had wells in our homes. We used to drink the water from those wells.
Yes.
We didn't have tap water or anything. We had firewood in our house. We had chickens in our house. We had pigs in our house. We had cows in our house. We had paddy fields with us. We had everything, almost everything we could live. Today's world is everything dependent on others.
Yeah.
So if the
Yeah.
chip comes, everybody will either take the chip or have to die. There's no other way. And how far are we from the chip? That we have to see. Because last minute we cannot go and find something.
So you're preparing everybody for
I am not preparing. God has told me to prepare something. I'm preparing something what I can. And if somebody who is listening to me can do the same. Everybody has the right to do it. But people who have to listen and obey. Because when the chip comes, what will happen? What will happen? People will make excuses because they don't want to die.
Yeah.
And that's what is going to cause the mark of the beast to be taken on your hand. And when the mark of the beast is taken on your hand, you become the servant of the devil.
Become a slave of him, and then yeah, exactly.
And I can talk so much and so much and so much on this.
It was really nice to hear, brother. Actually, I mean, a lot of insight. It is wonderful, and I'm sure, I mean, it will be very, very helpful for all the listeners. And I know what the mission is now. I knew about the Lord's Ranch, all the retreats and all the things which are happening, but I know what your mission
Main
as
mission
well.
is, main mission.
Amen. God bless you, brother,
Hallelujah.
and all the best for all that you are doing for the Lord.
Brothers and sisters, this mission is not an easy mission. Pray for me and pray for the Lord's Ranch. Not many people may understand this mission well, but I may need to explain to people more. If they need to know more about it, please do not understand it by yourself unless you hear it properly. God bless you. Amen.
God bless you all. Thank you.